What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We are only a matter of hours away from history being made. Lunar Classic on its comeback to previous all-time highs. Could that be the case? Well, we've got some pretty big news, and we have some pretty big exchange news in this video. Equally, this is what we're looking for. The first move has been made around both on and off-chain burn transactions, so it's going to be pretty exciting. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel to stay up to date with everything going on with Lunar Classic and the greater crypto world, also leave a like on this video if you are excited about the 1.2% burn tax, which goes live in nearly 8.5 hours. Going to be pretty exciting to see what happens. Turn the notification bell on, and let's jump into this video. So currently the price right now, we are seeing this really kind of weird trend up with a bit of a sell off. So we saw this nice little pump about 8:45, so only about half an hour, maybe an hour ago. We have then seen that sell, and I think this is going to be what we see until this burn tax implementation. When we look at some more of the stats, money flow looking very, very nice right now. RSI trending at 62.56. It was slightly oversold, excuse me, slightly overbought, and we did see some volume coming in on these sells, but ultimately we are now above that 3 level of support. So interestingly, as we set to that, now I did expect to see a slightly higher price movement. Again, we still have a number of hours to go before we see the implementation of the burn tax, and I do honestly think we'll get the burn tax implementation. Nothing really will change straight away, but we're going to be live tomorrow night, 9 p.m. GMT, to talk everything that's gone on. But price looking pretty nice right now, 1.77 down on the 24-hour. We were, like I said, up not too long ago. Before we get into anything else, what is the big news? Well, Etoro, you've probably all heard of Etoro, is going to both support on and off-chain tax, which is absolutely fantastic news. And again, we called this on the channel that we expected to see more exchanges come in. And since we talked that, we've seen Etoro come live. We've also seen Crypto.com are now going to support, but they're only going to support on-chain taxes. But it's big news. So Etoro came out and said, in order to create the fixed supply of 10 billion for every on-chain transaction, Lunar is implementing a tax of 1.2%, etc., etc. It says, examples below, the tax and burn mechanism affects the operating costs associated with our offering of Lunar. As such, as September 20th, an operational fee of 0.6% will be added to Etoro's bid, and the ask prices for Lunar on top of the standard 1% fee that is calculated when buying or selling crypto assets on Etoro. Ultimately, what does it mean is you will get slightly less than maybe you would on the other exchanges. But for me, you know, the potential we've got with Lunar Classic is, you know, it's not the be all and end all, and ultimately this is just a showcase of what we can get. And Etoro is a great entry level platform, and certainly will support both getting the word out and equally burning of that supply. So I'm pretty excited to see what that looks like, and we'll start to see that flow into that burn wallet as well very, very soon. Again, we are counting down the time. Likewise, we did get the network upgrade from Crypto.com, so it's a pretty big exchange, if you do say so myself. It says the Terra community has passed proposal 3568 and 4159 to introduce that 1.2% burn tax, and it goes on to say that the tax is expected to go live 20th, block height 9475200 after the proposal is submitted. Once the tax burn is live, deposits and withdrawals of Lunar via the Terra Classic network will be affected in the following manner. Deposits, which is transactions, will be taxed by Terra Classic network before it reaches Crypto.com. The balance will be credited to your Crypto.com account after the 1.2% burn tax, and then likewise on withdrawal. So again, Crypto.com supporting that both on-chain transactions. Now, it's not really a big thing from the exchanges. The exchanges don't lose on anything. It's still coming out of that individual that buys and sells on moves and deposits and withdrawals. But for me, it's about awareness. It's about understanding that this is bigger than I think a lot of people first thought. And equally, I think a lot of people didn't ever think we would get to this point. And that's down to you, the community, and you, the people that are holding it, and you coming to watch these videos and supporting my channel, as well as other people in the space talking about Lunar Classic, and equally showcasing the absolute potential that is coming with this. So if we look at the time, it is ticking down. We've got 5,500 blocks until the tax is active. It's currently 8 hours, 26 minutes, and 15 seconds until that goes live. And it's going to be pretty exciting. Again, we're not going to see all bells and whistles. It'll be a little bit like staking, where it kind of happens one block we don't have it, the next block we do, and then we'll kind of wait and see what happens. It doesn't mean the price is instantly going to go through the roof. If it was on full on and off chain, I think we would actually start to see some movement in the price, given about $580 million is our daily volume for today, which would burn roughly, if it was fully on chain, about 130 billion coins in a 24-hour period, but we know that it's mostly just on-chain, so we're gonna have to wait and see, but certainly is going to be pretty exciting. And then obviously everyone's coming out with the Lunar Pump. What are we going to expect in terms of price points? And I think it's dangerous to think about where we're going to get to. Our ambition long term obviously is to hit that dollar mark. I've always said, let's get to 1 cent first, let's stabilize the blockchain, let's build decentralized applications on the blockchain, and then we can start to really think about where we're going to come. But bearing in mind, there is still 6.1 trillion coins to burn. But the two main important things: A, we are going to get our 1.2% burn tax. What everyone thought we couldn't do is going to be live in just over 8.5 hours. And then equally, we have the biggest names in the game supporting Lunar Classic, albeit it's just on-chain. But for me, it's a starter for 10. No one would have said 2 months ago Crypto.com would be supporting this. No one 2 months ago would have said Etoro is going to come on board. The next question: does Coinbase come back and support Lunar Classic? You want my opinion? I think we'll see Coinbase in not so distant future. That's my opinion. Let me know in the comments though what you think. Do you think Coinbase? I'll wait and see what happens, but I do think, and I talked about this in previous videos, they're suspended as opposed to removed, which means they can turn that back on at the drop of a hat. So we're gonna have to wait and see. Coinbase could be huge. Binance also could be a big step. We're all gonna wait and see, but we're counting down the times. So again, if you are hyped for the 1.2% burn tax, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, because I appreciate all the support, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.